This is a showdown we've circled on the calendar as number one goes on the road to face a top 10 team. This is the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, legendary home of the USC Trojans. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the USC Trojans. 3A Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Away to start us off. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Back behind the quarterback, aligned in a pistol. Off in a single back formation. First down, looking for more now. Bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
That's a first down for USC's offense. Nice job up front and an outstanding run here by this running back. What great tradition that USC has of running the football and having great backs. And it's beautiful to see another good one here today.
Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Dropping back, it's Maiava. Fires it to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He make the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30.
Well, this game has gone from 0 to 60 in a hurry during the first drive for this offense.
First down here for this offense. They keep him off balance for the run. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll give it to the back. And the Trojans keep the football on the move.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
And the Trojans have 1st and 10 here. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's Jordan. Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Now they come up 2nd and goal from the 3. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play, and now we've got a 3rd down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
Look at a throw on 3rd and goal. Pass caught. Can he get in? He'll score. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Well, there's nothing more satisfying for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback that he can trust in these critical areas. Here you are, 3rd and goal. What do? Put the ball in the hands of that quarterback. Whether he runs it in or throws it, you know he's going to make the right decision. Found the matchup, made the throw, and you get a touchdown to open the game.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Contreras. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. On the move. Still going. It's a foot race. They can't catch him. Touchdown. We knew this returner was a dangerous guy. That was an electrifying play all the way to the house.
Chris, it was great blocking, but the guy just looked so natural back there. As far as once he got his hands on the ball, it was like he was setting up his blocks, knowing exactly where he wanted to go. And then once he hit it right around midfield, nobody was catching.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone and will begin the drive at the 25. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments to prevent that this time. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. Kirk, both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge, the biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be in that postseason at the end of the year.
That run picks up 1st down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. He hands it off from the gun. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back and then they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Looking to pass this time. Finds his man. It's Lane. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Looking downfield, it's Maiava. QB to the tight end for a completion. That's enough for a 1st down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40.
3rd and short like this, and the offense comes out in a shotgun, still leaving the option for a potential run. I think that froze the defense enough for the quarterback to hit an early read, and the result is a big gain and a 1st down.
Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Big shot downfield here early in the game. Couldn't quite connect, but even on an incompletion, these deep shots do a good job of keeping those safeties back and can open up other aspects of this offense.
The back's got it. The gain is 8 yards, so it sets up a 3rd and 2. And the Trojans come to the line in a hurry-up. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Grab near the sticks. It's Lane. That's enough to move the sticks. 1st down now from the 23. Drive stays alive with that 1st down completion. They're going to run it. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the 1st down.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Hardy. Able to convert on 3rd. Sets up 1st and goal. The 8.
Chris, sometimes the quarterback's just trying to find the open guy and get him the ball. It's exactly what he's able to do here. Found a way to pick up the 1st down.
So another 3rd down conversion. Now they're set up at 1st and goal. On the run, it's Hardy. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
2nd and goal for the offense. And they're trying to punch it in here. He fights in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. Can you say methodical? A marathon march, Kirk, just pounding away and wearing down that defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. One more play here in the quarter. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. He breaks free. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the 1st quarter of play. And it's USC in front, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. And at the end of the 1st quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the 2nd period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here. Kirk, a long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together. And this is the kind of matchup you just have to have an aggressive mindset, attacking all game long, and find out who the best team is late in this game.
Dropping back, it's Holstein. Makes a quick catch. Defense finally able to get him down that little juke, but he picks up a decent gain. Yeah, he's looking to run some tempo here. pick up the third and short through the air. Tight coverage, deflected and incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short, your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
Fourth down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And it's incomplete on fourth down. The offense will now take over in plus territory.
Hey, I like the aggressive approach here, trying to pick up this first down, just not able to execute, and now you've given the opposing offense really good field position. Your defense better step up.
Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
The Trojans looking to cash in the red zone. They look to throw it here on second down. Catch made by the tight end. 4 set of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal.
I mean, how about this offense and this execution? That's 3 plays, 3 completions in the blink of an eye, and now it's first and goal.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it, because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Trying for the touchdown on the right side. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you lose the battle at the line of scrimmage here on second down to bring up this third down. Now as a play caller, you really got to be thinking about pass pro and giving this quarterback a chance to throw the football to get this into the end zone.
Bootleg looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
And I love how this defensive coordinator knows how to get after this quarterback. This guy is dangerous when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator understands that. That's why he's trying to hurry up the process. They get pressure on him here. Actually hit him as he's throwing his football.
No, he is stopped short. What a stand by this defense.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Grab down the middle. It's Evans. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. And the Aggies come up to the line in a hurry-up. Back to pass. It's Holstein. He makes the grab. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
Huge gain here by Texas A&M on a perfectly thrown ball and a great play by the wide receiver on the back end. These Texas A&M receivers can hurt you with their speed and execution when they get the ball thrown downfield.
Makes the catch. It's Contreras. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up the first down.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets the first and still running. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Aggies come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Caught by the receiver. And the game just good enough for a first down. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. And we're going to throw now on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Contreras. They bring him down after a short gain there. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. To throw, it's Holstein. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. Texas A&M is now operating in the red zone. Working tight windows, it's Holstein. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
It's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. The pass rush gets home. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Finally, the defense is able to come up with a play on this drive. Let's face it, this offense has been able to put things together. Quarterback's had a nice drive, but finally, great job of getting the pressure and getting after that quarterback.
Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down.
Well, they've had a great rhythm throughout this drive, over 70 yards on the drive, but now an incompletion, and it brings up a big fourth down to see if they can keep this going.
The offense couldn't convert on fourth down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there, wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. Well, they need 8 yards on fourth down to keep this drive going. To the air, it's Holstein. Running out of time in the pocket. And the pass is batted down, broken up on fourth down. What a play.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there, they just weren't able to complete it.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Oh, he makes the catch. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback making some changes at the line. First down, looking to throw the ball. That's caught. It's Hardy. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's incomplete. Trying for a big play there as time runs out in the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Trojans will kick this away to get the second half going. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. hoping to click here at the beginning of the third quarter, trying to make up this deficit. They get the second half started with their running play. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss in the play. And the Aggies will come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
First down and 10. Back to throw. It's Holstein. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Harmony incompletion, second and 10 from the 39. We're going to pass here on second down. Tries the right with a quick throw, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Looking to throw again. Fires it to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now brings up fourth down. The Aggies will line up to punt it away. And that sets up a return. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Trojans offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quick dart to the right. Oh, and it's incomplete. A chance at a much-needed takeaway there. Now it's second down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. The tackle him at the 38. Solid game. Nice play there.
Well, the defense better start adjusting and realizing the RPO is coming at them. It feels like they're just sitting back, worried about the potential big play through the air. Meanwhile, this offense is running the ball right down their throat.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Mayava. The sure hands, it's Jordan. Make the stop after a big game all the way to 34.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
The defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Plenty space at the 20. They make the stop, but it'll be first and 10 now from the 18.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make it.
Looking for the end zone. Has a lane. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, USC. Kicking team on now for the extra point.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Moves the ball up to the 30.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He's stopped, but he gets a first down. And the Aggies will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
That's enough for the first down. As we've seen so many teams around the country, they get that first down, look out. They're going to go fast, and here they come. Defense has got to be clued in and be ready to play.
That completion makes it second and medium.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball.
Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. He'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that first and second level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show him much, and the back ends up taking it for just a few.
Incomplete. There's a marker down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Oh, they spot a holding call. That'll back him up 10 yards, and they'll try it again. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looking to throw. It's Maiava. With the catch, it's Lane. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. And the Trojans will have first and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackle up near midfield at the 48. offense comes up to the line, they might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. That's reeled in. It's Jordan. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. And notice how the balance of this passing game has been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved catching passes. That's tough to stop. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Man, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on third down and 8. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass. It's Maiava. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it's caught inside the 15, still running. They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14. And the Trojans are going to cash in this red zone trip. We'll hand it off. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now. And he drops back in the gun. Looking for 6. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Southern Cal. That's a crucial touchdown for the offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He escapes the pocket. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he could get out, they keep him to a short gain.
Second down after that previous play. Looking downfield. It's Holstein. Not enough on that one. The ball's incomplete. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage and blitz. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. It's an out route. The catch made. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go. He keeps it on the design run. He did not get it.